Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and I have a 10 by 20 inch canvas that I have made wet. I know, because my fingers get black every time I touch it. My edges are done. I'm going to take some colors, starting with my Anita's White Metallic, and put a shovelful of everything that I like right down the middle, including some magenta after that electric blue from Arteza that's metallic, after the amethyst purple that was metallic from Artist Loft. That is the turquoise color shift from Folk Art. There's some dioxazine purple. There's a little Anita's White Metallic with Venetian blue from Modern Masters in it. Here's a little something, I don't know what it is, but I discovered it had metallic in it, and I really like it. Here's a little Prussian blue, which starts as a tube paint, and then I thin it with my pouring mixture, which you can find underneath the description underneath the video. That's some hot orchid. I'm not sure what this is. It looks very deep turquoise. Actually, I've changed my mind about that. Let's grab the cobalt blue, which is actually a metallic Artist Loft that is very turquoise. And just because I can, and my paint didn't spill, I'm going to squeeze some paint into there and hope that this is going to work. I want to start at the middle for safety's sake and go to the other side. Maybe I will. Can I save enough paint? I might have to tip. To get everything I want out. With that cobalt blue, which is that turquoise that you're saying is incredibly turquoise right now. It's just massively turquoise. If I want anything else in here, and I kind of do, I'm thinking that some neon pink would be cool. And I didn't add any Decor Americana 24 karat gold, and I want to do that. And while I'm at it, since I have no orange in there whatsoever, and I'm obviously in a very belligerent place today, I'm just going to spread this out. It's like a flop cup, only it's out of squeeze bottles. Okay, so my original intention was a little bit different than usual. I was going to use some, and I may still use some Amsterdam white that happens to be, at this point in time, included, wow, look at those cells, no kidding, into some Floetrol from Australia. And I'm thinking if I pull out a little dish and put some in there, I can then dip fairly copious amount. I think I'm going to grab myself a scrape dish for my excess, because it might come in handy. In the meantime, oh, you know what? I was going to, yeah, you know what? I'm still going to do it. Make marks with my tool. Keep scraping off my what do I call these things? They're acetate. They're made of bamboo skewers. There is a video. I'm going up. I thought I wasn't, but I am. Because I basically have never really done anything, set up anything exactly like this. So it's time to do whatever I feel like doing, because I just did that already. I really like those turquoise and pink cells, so I feel a little bit remiss about having just destroyed them. I do like using the curved blade of my little tool as a drag tool, as a mark making tool. This is my warm-up today. I've been doing all kinds of other things. Editing, posting, answering questions. I really do believe that if you use the American Floetrol and some Amsterdam white, you will be able to get pretty amazing cells too. I have a much larger tool that I thought I was going to use, and I'll have to use it in another video. I want to show you though. This is cool. Can you see that? Wait. Can you see it now? I don't know if you can see it. It looks like a hamburger flipper. Spatula. I kind of want to take my basting brush. I've been thinking about chain too. Come on, off you come. Come on. Cooperate. I like crossing things over and adding dimension. If I keep scraping, I'll have paint if I need it for the edges of my canvas too, which is pretty cool. Trying to like pick up a load of that paint as I push down and bring it along with me. I might come back in and put some black cell activator in. Alright, I'm liking this a lot so far, and it's fun to play with. So if I do a little bit more with the white, then I deserve to be able to be allowed to grab some with the black. This is what I'm getting off of my scrape dish, which is, like I said, more than enough to help fix the edges. I've used up almost all the white I put out to begin with. Come on, off you come. I got a lot of white down there that time, which is nice because it makes an alternative to the black. Now if I see that I have a little bit of scuffing or whatever, smearing, not the same thing as the stuff that you desire. Like this, I can always use my tool to put some more on, or my finger. And I can also pick up some paint, which I'm very interested in doing. Stealing a little paint. The paint thief. I am the paint thief. So I did something that reminded me of this the other day, but the colors are fabulous. I'm really glad I put that neon pink from Folk Art in there, which is a matte, but it also has the golden product GAC 800 in there, which adds shine when you can get a hold of it anyway. I've heard it's getting kind of scarce, which is too bad because it's definitely the one thing that protects my heavier paint left behind from cracking. So I've got one more area, and I think I'm going to have to give myself permission to add some more paint or pick up scribblings out of my dish. Maybe a little more of both. I don't mind when the black shows through, especially if I've painted the background. I often wonder what it would be like to do this with an unlimited amount of time. But since I've sort of trained myself to get used to the fact that the camera shuts off at 20 minutes, and if I don't set the timer for 17, I don't get to tell you guys whatever I want to tell you. Once in a while, oh, I got 6 minutes left. I am really thinking about that black still, whether I want to do that. I think I'm going to steal a little paint. And use it. I'm liking all of that. I like having a little paddle, thin little tool to pick up paint out of the heavier areas. I am going to grab a little tiny tool. And hope that I can make an impact. It doesn't destroy anything I really like about this. I think I'm going to be able to do it. So the paint pouring recipe, the cell activator recipe, will be underneath the video. And the video that shows you how to make the tools should also be there. Closer to the top. Oh yeah, no, I definitely like that. If I spin it, I'm more likely to get cells. Seems like I have to go back. There's quite a bit of paint there. Where should that go? How many more pieces? I don't know how much more black I need. I'm really pretty happy with what's already happened here. So far so good. Really happy adding that black, to tell you the truth. I mean, there's not a whole lot of it. And a lot of the times the cell activator is so much Floetrol as compared to paint that it pretty much dissipates anyway and just leaves behind some colorful cells. That's really pretty. I'm really happy with this. As opposed to the man belching in the other room and then swearing afterwards. He's embarrassed, but he did it. Never mind. You didn't hear it, I'm sure of that. So where else? Now the littlest tools are the tricky ones, because you've got to have a deep enough quantity of paint if you want to get some cells out of it to drag through without dragging onto canvas. I want a medium-sized tool, that's all there is to it, and I have one. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Thank you for asking. I often like some of the colors left behind. Like in the little puddles. I think I'm done, or so close to being done as to be confusing, which I'm pretty good at, because I've often told you I'm done and then continued on. You can't trust me when I say I'm done. Do I have any more paint that I want to steal? I kind of do. As long as it's heavy and it's not getting gloppy, it won't leave any marks that I'd be afraid I'd be stuck with that I don't want in the deeper puddles. That's pretty cool. It's very psychedelic too, but it's cool. I had a nice black mark. I wasn't even sure if you could see it, but it didn't have enough, and it just sort of looked incomplete there. Definitely need the paint to be deep enough so it doesn't show canvas. I'm really tempted by some dots, but I don't think I need anything. I think this is fantastic. What fun that was. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. When you like my videos, it helps my standing on YouTube. When you share my videos, it's very, very, very appreciated from me. When you watch them longer, it's a very important aspect of letting the YouTube algorithm know that you like me. That and watching the when the notifications come out, but what the heck. I'm posting at new times recently, so I'm not too worried about anything. I'm catering to the night owls, 11:45 on weekdays, and still 10 p.m. on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So I post every day, probably more than I should, but I'm okay with that. If I've got any unfinished little marks, I'm just going to deal with it. Let's see if I can zoom in. I love, love, love the lacing and the cells in there. I may go through and take this and dab it on the edges, or I might not. It really does not matter to me. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for the wonderful comments that boost my morale. Boy, that's looking very, very blue and purple oriented, but it's sweet. I really like the colors in there. So if you want to have the opportunity to win one of my paintings, check the exhibition video that's included on the end screen of every video in the last 20 seconds, and you can see at the beginning of it that there are paintings up for grabs for anyone who is supporting the studio by making a donation through PayPal. I think I'm going to end Patreon. So my link tree under the video has my 2 books on it, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. And my Amazon link, where if you shop, there's no added cost to you. Actually, my Amazon link is where the books are. That was a brain cramp. On the link tree, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links. My Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery fans and collectors for the albums of artworks of YouTube artworks over time, and I'm slowly beginning to catch up. Underneath the video you will find Teespring clothing. Actually, it's not Teespring anymore, it's Spring Clothing, and it has all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. And if you're looking for more exclusive designs in dresses and kimono tops, the top link on the link tree, which is the first blue link under the video, is Le Gallerist, which is clothing made in Montreal, and there's beautiful dresses there. And it's definitely investment quality clothing, but you're going to have a look for yourself to see. My community board has tomorrow's video on it. And my YouTube channel banner in the bottom right hand corner has the PayPal icon, and my link tree also has a link to make a donation if you would prefer. If you would like, I would appreciate it. My email address for inquiries after classes, private classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida with me, or inquiring after a purchase of an artwork. You would be best off to include the file number from the title and the, yeah. I'm sorry, my vision is not so good right now, and I'm having a hard time. I told you my paint pouring recipe is underneath the video, and you have to open show more to find that. If you have questions, please feel free to ask me. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'm Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and it's after 5 p.m., so guess what? I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.